This is awesome. I'm less fat in my videos now. I just lost over 35 pounds, so that's why my face isn't as chunky anymore. Okay, so welcome to the first segment of DIY CGI. Today's episode, we are going to learn how to make a futuristic bus. Okay, we're going to scale the cube down. Then we're going to hit tab, go into edit mode. We're going to extrude again, and then we're going to pull this down with the arrow. And then in the back of the bus, we're going to extrude that. And now we're going to hit Alt-click and extrude the outside. Extrude the inside of the bus. That way we can make some glass. And now let's make some wheels here. Now we got our basic bus shape here. Add loop cuts, that way it adds a little more detail when you smoothen out the model that you have. Add a subdivision surface, and then we're gonna just kind of add more loop cuts around this thing. That way it has a very smooth look, because the less loop cuts you have, the more it doesn't look as smooth. So yeah. Again, seriously, dude? There's some dude outside. He's just fucking mowing a lawn or some shit. I live in a senior community. But anyways, yeah, just keep playing around with them textures. And, oh yeah, one more thing. You gotta make windows for this thing. I forgot to mention that aspect. Shame on me, right? Extrude these inside. Now they're gonna look a little oval shape. But again, what's our solution? Loop cuts. Now it looks pretty good. Oh yeah, and one more thing I forgot to mention is go into the subdivision surface modifier and raise the level viewport to 3. Now we're gonna make a glossy texture for all the windows. We're gonna lower the roughness down. And now it's got kind of a reflective sort of look to it, right? We'll add in an emission texture around the wheels. So we'll Alt-click, and then we'll make that emission texture like a baby kind of bluish color. That's kind of my thing. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make the front of this kind of a metalish color. So yeah, we're gonna increase the metallic, and then we're gonna decrease the roughness here. Now we're just gonna make us some street lights on these things. Now I kind of make it kind of an orangish sort of color, and yeah, we're gonna make that glossy, and then lower the roughness a little bit. And then, of course, we're going to do the front, add a little bit of the grill on the front of the car. I don't know much about cars, as you can tell. But this isn't a car, it's a bus. So, yeah, we'll just extrude that outer. Now we're going to do some extrusion around the windows, and then kind of do some inset and extrusion again. And then we're going to add some yellowish texture kind of around the window too. Okay, so near the glass, we're going to make that kind of a metalish sort of texture. And then the second thing we're going to do is we're going to make ourselves a second set of grill near the front. Kind of make the sides of the wheels kind of a grayish texture with red racing stripes. Let's do that. Actually, if you look at the sides here underneath the windows, let's fill that up a little bit and extrude those sides a little. And then we'll put gray, and then we'll put red in there. Okay, so next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna add some loop cuts around the wheels. So we're gonna make this texture kind of the same as the glass texture. Repeat the process with the front wheels and the rear wheels. I couldn't say rear earlier because I have a speech impediment or something. Extrude the back out a little bit, and then we're gonna make that gray. And then we're going to add another racing stripe. And okay, so at this point, I'm using my own discretion when it comes to doing the loop cuts and all that kind of stuff. So, you know, just use your best judgment of what looks good and what doesn't. And boom, there we go. We got our futuristic bus, guys. Now let's see what this bad boy looks like in context.
Welcome to Z-Star Station. If you are caught sneaking onto the bus, we will find you and electrocute you.